I call the deep state the fourth branch of the United States government, and I call the globalists, in essence, the beginning or the formers of the Fourth Reich, right? We're
Yeah.
talking about the fourth kingdom.
Yes.
And I think this is going to be the real fourth kingdom. I think we're talking about the revived Roman Empire here that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And there's evidence of it everywhere, Monkey. We see it everywhere. We are watching things begin to form that we never thought even possible. How do you like this? How do you like the fact that there is a concerted effort to undo every single piece of information that goes against their propagandist mechanisms that they deploy? It's funny how you would talk about the United Nations, right?
Yeah.
This was a report that was released almost 2 years ago. And if you remember, I kind of made a big deal of this report. It was one of those things where I was like, yeah, I read it again and again and again and again. And in this report, on the second line right here, I'm going to wave my mouse so that you guys can see what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is in the summary. They say, third, now is the time to end. Notice this, the infodemic plaguing our world. Notice this, by defending a common, empirically backed consensus around facts, science, and knowledge. The war on science must end. All policy and budget decisions should be backed by science and expertise, and I am calling for a global code of conduct that promotes integrity in public information. In other words, if you do not fall to, capitulate to, listen to the goals of the think tank that is called groupthink, then we are going to isolate you and we are going to punish you, and we, in essence, are going to completely eliminate you. That is the direction that they're going in, and right now, they are rewriting the narrative. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, because this is going to hit you pretty close to home, bro. When you stop for a second to look at the work that you did regarding what had happened with those Navy P-8s, and for those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about the destruction of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, but there is a new effort being made right now by the media to actually say that there is information now that somehow, in some way, either it was the Netherlands or some other European country were involved by sending divers. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they started talking about that. Then they said, no, there's nobody from either of those countries that have the expertise. And now they're saying, well, we know for sure because there's new irrevocable evidence, uncontrovertible evidence that says that Ukraine did it.
Yeah.
That Ukraine had some expert divers. Okay. First of all,
pro-Ukraine group. And that's, U.S. is a pro-Ukraine group. So, yeah.
How in the world can you get the amount of explosives that would have had to have been used to do that in that pipeline so deep down with a simple diver or a series of divers who pretty much would never be able to get in and out of there on time? It would never happen.
Yeah, they want to make like these divers came out. Now, let me tell you, the Navy SEALs can do just about anything. So I would say, if you want to buy a story, make for a great movie. Okay. They get on a sub, then the sub pulls them away, and they roll out of the area, and then they detonate it. They'd have to be pretty far away in a submarine to hit a detonation like that without impacting a lot of things, right? But the reality is, we tracked the flight that was over the area when it happened. We watched this P-8 come in, avoid the UK, avoid everybody and their brother, do an air refueling hookup, and then fly back out. This is what the agency does, and it's what they do well, and that is misinformation, right? They go out, they create this giant campaign of misinformation to get everybody off the dime of what really happened. And I know the truth. People that follow me know the truth. I've shown them the data. We've shown them the flight. We've shown them all the other stuff that went along with it. And that's exactly what the agencies do, right? They go in, they overthrow governments. They do a lot of that type of work. And, they've got the media in the palm of their hand. And so they basically, they just feed the data out, and the media puts it out there, and everybody goes, oh, okay, that must be what happened.